this morning when I was having breakfast with my 13-year-old son, I said, I'm going to Boston today, so I won't be home for dinner. And I want you should know I'm going to go speak on a panel. And he said, oh, what are you going to speak about? And I said, well, it's called Women Who Inspire. And he laughed. So you cannot listen to anything I say today and take it seriously, because my son doesn't. I graduated from a state university with a degree in marketing in 1980, or as I was about to realize I was graduating with a degree in marketing. I thought that there was not much of a career that one could have with an undergraduate degree in marketing. So I actually decided that Northeastern would be a great program for me because I wanted to get my MBA because I was determined to get a job and be able to support myself. And so the program that I was accepted to, the MBA program at Northeastern, would give me some work experience. But I had 9 months before I started that program. So in those 9 months, I thought, well, this is a good opportunity. I will get a job and make some money. So I got a job as the receptionist at a venture capital fund called Allen Patricof Associates in the summer of 1980, which was the summer that Apple Computer went public, and Allen Patricof backed it. It was the summer that Genentech went public, and Allen Patricof backed it. So it was kind of a cool summer for me. And I was like, this venture capital stuff is really interesting. There was a partner there named Ed Goodman who I just immediately sort of, kind of fell in love with and thought was this, incredible human being. And so I told him I was leaving to go to business school, and he said, that's great. When you get out, call me. And so I did. When I got out, I decided, so I go to Northeastern, I major in finance. I had the worst internship ever. It was back then there were not many options. I got a job in accounting compliance. That was my internship. If you can imagine, I was like proofreading 10 Qs and 10 Ks or something like that. So it was horrible. So I knew what I didn't want to do when I got out of school, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do, although I thought I wanted to go into not investment banking, commercial banking. Because back in 1982, like the biggest banks you can get into were sort of what was really cool, right? I mean, it was a long time ago, so small little companies were not cool at all. So I applied to all kinds of programs in commercial lending. And I was getting close to getting a job offer from a specific bank. And I think I called this gentleman who I had gotten great advice from previously and went to see him. And he said, hey, why don't you come work here? And I said, well, what would I possibly learn here? There are only 15 of you, and you're all sitting in this little office, and venture capital, huh? I want to work in a big bank, and I was sort of in my mind, at least back then, that was sort of what seemed like success. And he convinced me that would be a great place to be. And he made the greatest career choice for me ever. So I joined him in 1982, and that's how I got into venture capital. Obviously, another well planned out career.